also being joined by Major Mohammed Ali Shah. Major Shah, now talking about these developments, we've just heard Group Captain Devnath talk about the French mindset when it comes to work. It's quite different. The work culture there is quite different when it comes to perhaps in comparison to Asian countries. They of course have, like he said, 4-day work weeks, and these protests immediately started as soon as the discussion of increasing retirement age to 64 became a discussion, and now it's going to become a law. Do you think the people in France would be accepting of this law after they understand perhaps the increase in productivity that it would lead to, or do you think the culture or work culture of the French people is quite etched and they're holding strong onto that, and the protests might continue?
Okay, Aarti, that's a very, very good question. But before I start, I would like to, if my friends in France were watching me, I would like to tell them, bonjour, comment allez-vous? And if case you are protesting over there, keep certain things in mind, that any government which takes a decision, which introduces a policy, it's always in the best interest of the people, of the nation, of everyone. There can be a communication problem. They can be, same thing happens everywhere. Same things happen in India as well. When there are protests, anti-government, no government will form any policy which would work against the favor of the country, in the favor of the interest of their own people. No government will do that. And and protesting is everyone's fundamental and democratic right. Fine, as long as the protests are peaceful, as long as there's no hate speech, as long as there's no vandalization, as long as no one takes the law in their hand, as long as it doesn't become violent. Now, the very fact is, as Group Captain Devnath earlier explained, that the retirement age in France was 62, and now it's become 64. And rule Macron had brought in this rule not through a parliamentary vote, but using his special power, that's exerting Section 49 of the Constitution of France. So now, when he used the special powers, the opposition of the country, which would happen in any country, in fact, the opposition of any country will straight away be up in arms. They will come and provoke, they'll come and oppose it. So it was opposed by people saying that no, this is a new pension law that you have brought in, and the whole thing, it was opposed. But now the very fact is, when it goes through the parliament once again, so see, there are certain things, whether I like something which, be it, okay, let me give you a very simple, a micro level case for everyone to understand. Normally, tell me one thing, Aarti, in a company, people who work jobs, how many people would be actually happy with their boss? Have you ever heard anyone actually out dil se, from the heart, saying good things about the boss? No, people are always very, no matter how hard the boss works, no matter what policies they form, no matter what the HR form, but they would be always a grouse, always a crib against the policies. The same way I'm correlating over here for people to understand. Now, the very fact is, any government which has the best interest of the people, if they come through a vote in their democracy where they say it's a dictatorial law in a way, they like for, okay, now as a vice chancellor, you have an executive council, you have a proper board committee who will take a decision. But when you exercise your special emergency powers at a time when you could have got it done through a voting system as well, there would be opposition. The same thing happened. And I hope the protests over there remain peaceful and no one takes the law in the hand, Aarti.
Right. Thank you, Major Shah, for joining us and sharing your thoughts.